Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another Top 5 Thursday. I know I didn't have one last week, but it just totally didn't work out for me to film one. I totally forgot actually. So let's get started with this week's Top 5 Thursday, and the topic I have for you guys this week is concealers. I know someone left me a comment saying if I can do my top 5 concealers, top 5 foundations, so I decided I would do top 5 concealers, which I actually didn't think I had 5 concealers, but surprisingly I do have 5 favorite ones. And yeah, let's get started. There's only one concealer, which is the first one I'm going to start off with, number 1, that is affordable and kind of like a drugstore price concealer, or I would say a little bit less than drugstore, and that's the LA Girl Pro Concealer, which looks like this, and you guys know it's a little squeeze tube. So I actually picked up this concealer because I saw there was so much rave about it and I wanted to try it out for myself. This concealer is $5 and they do have 21 shades available, which is amazing. They have really light concealer and they go all the way to really dark tones. So that's amazing. I love a concealer that has a wide variety for everyone. This one, I have it in the color, where's the name? Natural. And I really like that it's a light concealer, but I feel like it gives a really good coverage, which is why I really like it. These 5 concealers do not crease on me and my under eyes because I have an issue with concealers and foundations creasing in my under eye, and this one doesn't, so that makes me very happy because I would get like really cakey and like crepey looking concealer, mainly because I have fine lines under my eyes, so that makes it easier for concealers to like go in those lines and break up and stuff. And I really like that this one, you know, I have no issue with that. And I actually personally like the little squeeze tube with the little brush on it because it's just so much easier to apply the concealer where you want it rather than having to apply it on your hands or, you know, anything like that. Moving on to number 2, I want to talk about this concealer because this is the only concealer I use to clean up my eyebrows, and obviously it's in my top 5 because I love this concealer. So this is the Benefit Boing Concealer, and it's in a little compact like this. And the only thing with this one is that they only have 5 shades available, but it kind of ranges from like light, medium, a little more neutral, and deep. So that's why I feel like they only have 5. It's a pop concealer. It's not like a liquid concealer. It's a cream concealer. I mean, you guys can't see because I'm almost out of it. And obviously that lets you know that it definitely is one of my favorite concealers. And this does retail for $50. I like this because it's really creamy and it blends out nicely. I don't like that it gives me like any harsh lines or doesn't give my eyebrows the halo look or anything like that. So that's one of the things that I really like this concealer. And I have mine in shade number 2. Moving on to number 3 would have to be a oldie but a goodie. This is a MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and I started using this concealer a long time ago. Then I stopped, then I started again. I just love it. It's a concealer I feel like I can always go back to, and it's always so good, and it does, you know, wonders for me. This was probably the first concealer that I discovered that didn't crease under my eyes, and I was like head over heels for it. It's liquidy, but it's very full coverage, and it's not too thick. It just blends nicely into your skin, which is something that I really like about this concealer. And I feel like it gives me moisture to I feel like it gives my under eyes moisture because they can tend to be a little dry and crepey looking, you know, with the fine lines and stuff. So I really enjoy this concealer. And this concealer is $22 and they do have 16 shades available. Number 4 would have to be my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I also bought this a while ago And I bought it because there was so much rave about it and I wanted to try it out for myself. So I bought this, I tried it, I used it, I fell in love. I absolutely love this concealer. Again, I love that this has a wand on it because it's just so much easier to apply it. I really love this one. It's very lightweight, and again, it gives my under eyes moisture. I feel like that's something I look for in a concealer, that it gives me moisture, it's light, it's not too thick, it's not too cakey, or it doesn't crease. I mean, those are the basic things that I look for in a concealer. I have mine in the color Light Honey, although I do want to pick up a lighter shade so I can look a little more highlighted and bright under the eyes. This one's, I would say, comes very close to my skin tone, so it doesn't brighten under my eyes as much as I would like to, but the formula and the consistency of the concealer is great. I just need to pick up a lighter shade. And this NARS concealer is probably the most expensive on the list, and it retails for $29. They do have 16 shades available, so that's amazing. And they do offer two light shades in travel size form, and those are $12. So if you would like to try it out for $12 instead of trying it out for $29, I mean, you can always do that. So last but not least would have to be the Kat Von D, where's the name? Oh, Lock-It Concealer. And I know you guys are gonna be like, that is a thick concealer. It is a thick concealer, but it works for me. I honestly have a sample size that I got from Sephora and I love it. I'm totally down to picking up the full size because I like that even though it's thick, it's moisturizing under the eyes and it doesn't crease. Like, I was mind blown when I saw that such a thick concealer did not crease under my eyes. I mean, that goes to say a lot for this concealer. It did not crease under these dry, crepey eyes with fine lines that I have. And this is one of the concealers that I've actually used to spot conceal on like some redness or pimples, even though, you know, I don't like to do that a lot. But there's some pimples sometimes that, girl, like, you just gotta like cover it up and stuff. But yeah, I have mine in the color M19 Cool, and I really like the wand, how it's a lot wider and a little tapered up compared to most. I don't know if you guys will be able to see. Compared to most concealers, it's a wider doe foot applicator and it's a little tapered, so it gives you more control onto where you're applying the concealer, which I love. I also love this one a lot to apply on my eyelid, kind of like as a eyeshadow base, because it cancels out any redness or veins that I might have going on that day. And that concealer retails the full size for $26, and they have 21 shades available. So I was pretty surprised with how many shades available they have. They have up to a white, like a white, and I mean white concealer. They go up to like super deep skin tones. And yeah. And that's about it for this Top 5 Thursday on my Top 5 concealers. I definitely recommend these concealers 100%. If I didn't, I wouldn't be talking about them. And yeah, I will have links for all the concealers. I hope you guys enjoyed this Top 5 Thursday and you enjoyed my Top 5 favorite concealers of all time. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye!